two fruits today that are both kind of linked together in cuisine. When I looked up one, it always mentions the other, so I think they're used in similar applications. And both of those applications are cooking. So these are probably not going to taste very good. But hey, let's give it a try anyway. These are two citrus fruits, the Cabosu and the Sudachi. They're used for different cuisines to add like a sourness to food, and it's used in place of like vinegar. So where you put vinegar into a dish, you can use one of these instead. It's very common to be used on fish, like sushi and sashimi, like raw fish. They are both considered delicacies in many parts of Japan, and they are often used the same way you would use the yuzu. So you can make like ponzu out of them. People also will use this for sweet things. You can find like different types of sodas and candies and ice creams using these as well. But the most common way to use it is to cook. So my guess is just eating this straight out isn't going to be very good, but yeah, you can't win them all, can you? Let's start with this one here, the Kabosu. It looks a little bit like yuzu, but green, obviously, and both of these are actually picked early. If you wait for them to ripen, they're going to turn like a yellowishy orange color. But to get the ideal flavor, you pick them green. Okay, here's like a little wedge of it. It's very sweet smelling, actually, and it's kind of like perfumey. It's not that sour. Okay, I was expecting this to like just, throw me back onto this bed behind me, but instead it's kind of mild. I guess I'll break it down. Not very sweet. There's like a 1 out of 10, maybe a 2 out of 10 on sweetness. Not very sour, surprisingly. Maybe like the same sourness as like an orange. But what gets me about this thing is that it's not flavorful. Maybe I got a bad one or something, but I mean, looked pretty good, and they were asking for quite a lot of money for this thing. This thing cost about $2.25 for this thing. It has like an herbal taste to it, like kind of like a green herb taste, like parsley or cilantro or something like that. If you want to add kind of like a sour element and an herbal element at the same time, then this guy would do it. I mean, maybe the rind is used. So the rind tastes like lemon rind. I wouldn't go out of my way to pick this thing up for the rind, and I wouldn't go out of my way to pick it up for the juice. Not really impressed by it. It's much too mild in flavor for me to see any like real use out of this. I would stick with like a stronger flavor. I would use lemons or limes or yuzu or something, but this, So how does the Sudachi hold up? Okay, there's a cute little wedge there. It looks a lot like the calamansi, but it's not. Calamansi would be like kind of orange in the middle. This one's green. Okay, this one's stronger. I could already tell. There's the sourness. I usually use a scale 1 to 10, where 10 is a lemon. This is like a little bit more. I say this is like an 11. This is pretty sour. And the flavor isn't that bad. It's very green tasting. I mean, this is picked early, and it does have like this kind of like grassy, green, herbal taste to it. It tastes like you picked it early. It's not astringent. I mean, that's good. It's not giving me dry mouth or anything like that. But it does have that taste. It's a little bit bitter. It has like a black pepper taste to it. Like a fresh black pepper taste. It's not sweet at all. I'd say it's like a 1 out of 10 on sweetness, maybe less. So you don't go for this one for sugar content, but you can go to it for just about everything else. The Sudachi is similar to the Kabosu in the sense they both have kind of like an herbal kind of flavor to it. But whereas this one is really mild, the Sudachi is not. This would add quite a lot to a like a soup or a dish. You would add spiciness, you would add sourness, you would add the citrusy kind of flavor, like vinegary kind of flavor. I can see using this for cooking. So I definitely would recommend this, not to eat straight, but to cook with. I would not recommend this one so much. Maybe there's a good way to use it that that it would bring out the flavor more. But for me, I don't see enough taste there to warrant spending over $2 for it. This one I do. Hey guys, do you want to see the next video right now? Well, you can. Just go to my Patreon page. Just for $1, you can see next week's episode 1 week early. There's also a whole bunch of other bonuses you can get, like exclusive content, getting weird stuff in the mail, and all sorts of fun stuff like that. And this really does help me out. All the money that I make goes towards producing these videos. So all the traveling that I do, all the fruit that I buy, all the equipment that I need, that is all Patreon money. So without that help, this series would not be possible. So if you want to help me out, if you want to get some cool stuff, just click on that link, click on this video, and you can learn more. Thanks so much.